Okay, group leaders, we're going to go ahead and do another video to talk about some of the specific tabs in the Group Life app that you can use. So I'm going to very quickly just click for group leaders. It's going to have me log in this time. Sometimes it just takes me right in, sometimes it doesn't, but we've already done a video on accessing it. Okay, so here you go. There's the groups that are listed at the landing page for Group Life app. I'm going to click this one. We already talked about the info tab. The next tab is participants. I'm actually not going to click this tab right now because Lisa reminded me when you do, what you'll see here is all your members and their mailing addresses and phone numbers. But I do want to talk a little bit about what you can do in the participants tab, just so you're aware. If I were to click here, you're able to view your current and your past participants. You're able to sort your view by either first name or last name. You can send a message within the Group Life app to all of your participants or only a select few. There's an option to select them all, or you can select individual names and you can send a message to them that way. It does show as coming from, I think it's Liberty Live Mail or Liberty Mail, so it's not going to show your email address. So sometimes those get lost in junk email folders. You can just let your class know the domain it's coming from, and hopefully it gets through to them. And then another thing you can do here in the participants tab is you can filter by their role type or their role, meaning are they a member or are they a ministry group member. And just remember, for ministry group members, those are people who they're not attending regularly, but your group is still connected to them, ministering to them, keeping tabs on them. They just may be in a season of life, health reasons, work reasons, where they're just not there on a regular basis, but the group is still connected with them. If that is not true, then we would ask you to remove them, and I'm going to talk about that in just a second here as far as adding participants. So you can also add participants in the participant tab. I'm going to go to a different place where you add a participant under the attendance tab, just because I don't want to show you all that information in the other one. So when you add a participant, you click that, and then you'll see a new box open, very self-explanatory. We ask you to please be aware of spelling, because if names are misspelled, email addresses are wrong, it kicks out. Our data team has to try to match it. And so as best you can, if you'd make sure it's accurate, that would be very, very helpful. Under household position, there are a number of options, but we ask you to just leave it head of household, because all of our participants are adults in the group ministry. Under email address, please just check the spelling. If they don't want to give you their email address, that is fine. We asked you to use none@libertylive.church, if that is the case. The system does require a valid email address, so if you don't put one in there, it's not going to add them. So once again, if they just don't want to give it to you, use none, N-O-N-E, @libertylive.church. And then start date. If my group was meeting today on the 20th, if I added someone starting on the 20th, they will not show on my attendance roster for today. So if you want them to show in the attendance, what I would need to do here is select the day prior, the 19th. And that way, when I go to do attendance for today, their name would show. Once all the fields are valid, the save box will become active, and you click that and they're good to go. If you would like to add a photo, you can do that from here. It takes you to your, I'm on a desktop, so wherever photos would be stored, and you could select one and you would add that here if you want to do that. So once again, just please remember to spell as best you can. Remember that start date, and if you need to use a generic email address, please use none@libertylive.church, and that's how you add participants.